Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tyrannical House of Comedy. My name is Tyrant. Merry Christmas Eve, or Merry Christmas Day, or Happy New Year's, whenever you're watching this. And I hope you are enjoying a great time with your family. No one brought up Joe Biden's incompetency and the fact that he's senile. Right now on Twitter, divorce and grinder are trending. So that's probably not a good sign for the Christian community celebrating Christmas, I would say. Trending big, trending big out there. And there's Santas, mall Santas. Everyone knows and loves mall Santas. And there's a whole big, this is going to be a Christmas episode, by the way. We're also going to talk about this British teenager that stole GTA 6. But Christmas time. You know what I mean? Favorite Christmas movies, crazy Santas, mall Santas. Is Santa a pedophile? Probably. We will find out today. That's what we're going to be talking about. I hope I made it 2 minutes. I made it a minute without saying pedophile. Pretty good. Now I've said it twice in less than 20 seconds. But that's okay, because it's Christmas and it's a day to celebrate and be with your family and also lie to them. You have to lie to them the whole day. When your liberal grandfather, who thinks Joe Biden's doing just great because he's also senile, says he loves Joe Biden, you have to just smile and nod and say, yes, yes, Joe Biden is the truth, the way, and the light. You are correct about that. When's the last time you've been to church? Anyway, divorce is trending. Nick Mullins is trending. Oh, that's not in sports. Nick Mullins, not Nick Mullen, the fucking best comedian in the world. Probably had the best special of the year. Year in review next week on Tyrannical House of Comedy by myself. But Santas, there's the whole big debate about like mall Santas, telling your kid about Santa. I think you shouldn't tell your kid about Santa. Controversial topic. I think you should tell him about Santa, but say he's not real. He's a myth we make up. So if someone is dressed as Santa, remember they're just playing a part and they might want to molest you. 50-50, they want to molest you. I mean, let's be honest here. It's if you become a Catholic priest, a mall Santa, or a teacher, 50-50, you want to fuck kids, or you just really, really love kids and bringing joy to people and teaching and, all that stuff. But 50-50, 50% is like, oh, I just want to be good. That's like a female Santa. Like, well, women are naturally pedophiles. I've talked about this before. Go to my Substack. I have a whole article about this, Ramblings of the Motley Crown. Uh, but the whole Santa debate is whether you should. I don't think you should bring your child to see a mall Santa. I think that's where this all stems from. It was because here's the thing, all right? You teach a child that there's a magical guy once a year who, if they're good, he drops down through the chimney and leaves presents, and that's who left the PlayStation 5 for them. Not the father who worked his ass off, worked overtime, worked every goddamn Saturday to make sure he had enough money to get the goddamn $600 PS5, a second controller, and at least 4 games for the kid, because you know that ungrateful cunt is going to want something more. And so instead you say, oh, no, it's Santa who does that. Well, then what do you know? Sometime late November, early December, some guy dressed as Santa Claus is in a white panel van and pulls up to your child while they're playing at the park, and you're busy watching TikToks on your phone. And then here's what happens. He says, hey there, little Jimmy, why don't you come and get some early Christmas presents from Santa? If you don't, I'm going to know you weren't good this year. And he's, oh no, I got to give my PlayStation 5 and 4 games. I mean, I deserve that. And as an American citizen, as a living human being, I deserve every luxury in the goddamn world. And you're 5, so you're allowed to think that because your parents taught you that. And they're busy on TikTok right now. You just play on the iPad. And so you want to be a good kid, so you get in the white panel van so you can get your present. And it turns out your present is an adult-sized penis in your asshole or mouth. Or vice versa. Maybe you get lucky and you just get blown by a pedophile. That would be the least gay thing that could happen to you. Uh, if you're molested by Santa Claus somewhere between late November and early December, and he only sucks your dick. He doesn't force you to fillet him and leave a cum shot on your 5-year-old face. This is a comedy podcast. Um, and this is YouTube. This is a comedy podcast. Calm down. So I don't think you should teach kids about Santa because for that reason too. But then it's like, okay, well, not that he's real. You should tell them about Santa. It's this myth that we came up about Saint Nick. He gave all the good kids presents, and then there's this guy named Krampus, and he'll show up and beat you with a bundle of sticks, also known as a fag. If you're bad, I think that's probably how it goes. I don't know. I think the Swedes do Krampus, or maybe it's the Spaniards, or no, that's Running of the Bulls. Uh, or Running of the Jews when the Muslims took over Jerusalem. Running of the Jews. It's so then you go to the mall and you're like, well, I just want my kid to sit on Santa's lap because I have to make a TikTok because I need to get social media points. If I don't make a video of me bringing my child to see Santa at the mall, which I go to the mall now once a year. You go to the mall once a year. No one goes to the mall ever except to take walks. You know what I mean? And they go once a year because they want to put their fucking kid on a possible pedophile's lap. It's insanity to me. Like, you could just dress up as Santa or just say, like, Santa's not real. Santa's not real and I'm buying you the PlayStation 5. I did that, you ungrateful cunt. Not a fucking fat dude, a fat, obese dude with diabetes. Also, if you're going to tell him, say, Santa didn't really like cookies. He actually preferred raw milk and beef liver. I say preferred raw milk and beef liver. I have never had raw milk or beef liver in my life, by the way. I would like to. I'm open to it, but I live in a city now. And I was a vegetarian as a child. Yeah, that's why I'm short. That's what happens when your parents lie to you about Santa. You believe in magical things like elves, Israel, or or the Holocaust. Also trending in politics on Twitter. It is changing as I watch it. It's on my monitor in front of me. I can see it. 81.6K posts about the Holocaust. That is quadruple the trending about Joe Rogan. Um, but yeah, my family taught me that Santa was real, and what happened? I ended up molested. I ended up a vegetarian soy boy, and now I'm 5'7". Now I'm 5'7" because of it. This is all the Germans' fault. It's all the Germans' fault for doing the Holocaust. For you people just listening, I winked. This is a comedy podcast. But yeah, I mean, believing in Santa is like believing that there's going to be like a second coming of Hitler, It's not going to lead to good things. It never did. Like, sure, he was charismatic. He was a great speechwriter. He had a lot of passion, and he was there in Germany's time of need. But just like Santa. But he touched you. And since you didn't have a strong father figure in your life, you just went with it. And it happened for years. And then you end up a drug addict on the streets, addicted to meth, minorities, having sex with minorities. And by that, I don't mean, I mean not white people, Get involved in some dark stuff. That was another wink for you guys listening. Some dark stuff. Black chicks. All right? And you don't want no part of that, all right? Because their baby daddy gonna come beat you to death. What you doing fucking with my bitch? Meanwhile, they have 17 other girlfriends, one of them being the fat white woman that he lives off her, whatchamacallit, food stamps, Because that's the strategy. If you're a black man, you have multiple women, a bunch of black ones, and you have that one white one, and you have to have a child with her. And when you go to jail, she's gonna put money on your books. She's always gonna be there for you. It's my BM, dog. This is some old fucking 2010 speak, you know what I mean? But Santa, not real, a myth. Tell your kids right now, Santa's not real, and if someone tells you they're Santa, remember they are a pedophile. Remember they are a pedophile. You need to tell them that right now. And then what else happens? You go to Mall Santa. So now you're sitting there. You're like, well, I got to go bring my kid to Mall Santa because I need the social media likes. We're back to that. Okay. And you go there, and the reason why Holocaust is probably trending is because you go there and even the Palestinians want to go sit on Santa's lap because they believed the lie. They believed the lie that Santa was real, and they think Santa can grant them wishes. They think Santa is Allah, and he's going to be able to, they're going to be able to go and sit on Santa's lap with a Palestinian flag and be like, Santa, Santa, what I want for Christmas is Israel to be wiped off the face of the earth. That's what I want. That's what I want for my Christmas. Santa, you gave me a PS5 last year. Can I have a new Holocaust of the Jews? Pretty please? Israel doesn't deserve to exist. You know that. Look what they've done to us. And that's what's happening right now. Let's go ahead and roll. Let's go ahead and roll this. This is one angle of a Bayshore Mall in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Imagine that. These fucking... you gotta stay away from these people. Palestinians protest surround Santa, terrifies children. If you think this is... Hang on. The first thing I just heard right there was the first I've listened to the video with headphones on, so I got really close. She said, if you think Santa's a lie, or she might have said if this is a lie, but anyway, the context is Santa. If you read an article, you'd put Santa in parentheses next to this, or in the square ones, brackets. You know, as an alternative. This is what he's talking about. That's what writers do. They make assumptions. But then imagine what they're doing to Palestine. That's like the first thing. And it's literally surrounded by people wearing flags, waving flags, just with beards. I don't think Santa's elves are going to be able to make a free Palestine. Santa, does your workshop have the capacity to create a free Palestine? Free of Jews? By free Palestine, I mean under the rule of Allah and free of Jews. By free Palestine, I just mean it's free of Jewish people. That's what they want. Oh, they got a drum involved? Well, that's keeping with the Christmas spirit, really. If you get a drum involved, it's keeping with the Christmas spirit. I love, there's one wearing a, I love that it's like women wearing hijabs that do not wear a hijab in their regular life. They're just white liberal women whose husbands are just fed up with them, or they divorced them at a young age. Probably have a kid with a black guy. Let's be honest here. That's the fat black baby mama we was talking about. And that's... Oh, jeez. This is... Santa, are you listening? Free Palestine. People are just ignoring it. This is my kid. He's not crying because you're creepy and a pedophile. My kid's not crying because you're creepy and a pedophile. He's fucking crying because he wants a free Palestine. And there's another video where like these people are they're protest. It's from this one, but you can see like the live chat because there's like a live stream going on of it. Now Kevin Spacey is fucking trending. What are they bringing him back? Hope so. Speaking of pedophiles, allegedly. No, I think he was just a rapist, if I'm not mistaken. He was just a rapist, which isn't a big deal if you think about it. If you think about how Hollywood is, really, I mean, the new talent all gets fucked by the age of 10, you know. If it bleeds, it leads, as the media says. And trust me, Hollywood is part of the media. They just take it literally. Um, but so if uh, I forgot what I was saying, lost that thought. Sorry about that. But I don't think Palestine should be free. Honestly, in my opinion. No, I'm just kidding. I think we should stay out of there and let them do whatever they want. Let you do what you want there, and let's do American stuff here in America. Let's hang out with Kevin Spacey. Oh, now I remember. Speaking of how horrible Hollywood is, how absolutely horrible Hollywood is. Kevin Spacey, being like, they're like, oh, he's such a piece of shit, and then it's like, what are you talking about? There's a fucking Disney or not a Disney, maybe either Disney or Nickelodeon. The dude behind iCarly, Dan Schneider. Dan Schneider was a fucking total pedophile. He was an absolute pedophile, and he's not in jail. There's no outrage. The people that he molested and creeped out and forced to do drugs and did all this weird shit with, Jenna McCurdy and all that wrote a book about it, but she still wouldn't say that he molested me. They were just like someone high up, wink, wink, like, just say it. Say the name. He fucked your feet. He came on your toes. He fucked your feet and came on your toes when you were 14 years old, right after a set of iCarly, and then the next day you ended up with your own goddamn show. I think that was the one with Ariana Grande. Also probably got molested. Let's be fucking honest here. How else do you end up with Pete Davidson? You got molested. Or you were with a black guy. What's the most milquetoast thing I can get? A skinny, funny white guy with lots of tattoos who obviously can't fight. Let's fucking go. But yeah, with the Dan Schneiders of the world still out there and kicking, probably still getting credits on Hollywood movies. What the fuck do we give a shit about Kevin Spacey? His name left. It's back to Grindr's tweeting. Grindr's trending again. Grindr, Steven Crowder, and Spirit Airlines are trending. But hey, it's Christmas. This is Christmas time where you can get everything you want except a free fucking Palestine. You're not getting that. That's not happening. The Jews have a plan. It's Nephilim shit, as the Nephilim Death Squad would say. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing that they're doing. They're doing this whole spiritual warfare bullshit. And, I mean, we're a people whose leaders hate us. And we just eat it up, dude. We're like that fucking redhead girl surrounded by 6 black dicks. Knowing our Father will never speak to us again. But we still say, go ahead, record, stick all of them in at once. And she gets violated. And she ends up with a kid, but whose is it? Whose is it? You don't know whose kid it is. How can you know? How? There was 8 dudes all boning you. They had all their dicks in you, all their 12-inch, probably like 3 to 4 inch diameter. I don't know. I've never measured the diameter of my dick, and I don't know what the average diameter of a dick is. Judging by porn, mine is not as big. So we'll say double the size of my penis. So it would be like, if she got balled by 8 black guys, it would be like 16 of my penises. 16 penises. 16 white penises. That's true math right there. Like if you've ever done advanced algebra, that's where you get into dick size math, where 2 white dicks equal 1 black dick. But sometimes there's a coefficient. A little bit of black DNA. I don't know. Swedish, something like that. But yeah, Christmas time is a bad time of year for everyone except pedophiles and children. And it can be a bad time for pedophiles and children because if they're unlucky, they get caught. Or, well, actually caught in both senses. The pedophile gets caught by the law, or the The child gets caught by a pedophile. And then it doesn't matter that you got a PlayStation 5. Doesn't matter that you got a season pass to Xbox Game Pass, and now you can finally beat Far Cry 6. Because a man left his jism in your butthole. And you don't understand. You didn't take a high school health class yet. You haven't heard the birds and the bees. As far as you know, you're gonna have a baby in your belly because when your baby brother was in your mom's stomach, you asked your mom. You said, "Mom, how are babies made?" It said, "Well, when a man and a woman love each other very much, probably say two people, not a man and a woman. When two people love each other very much, they kiss and have a baby. Something because you keep lying to your fucking children. That's the problem. You got to tell them what happens is there's penetration. There's penetration, normally consensual. Sometimes not. Sometimes you get consent in the middle. It's not a big deal. This is a comedy podcast. And if if that happens, Jesus, was that MK Ultra right there? If no, that was 4 ifs and that wasn't 3. That was OCD. OCD, not MK Ultra. I am not. My point is this: that at that age, when a grown man dressed as Santa leaves his jism inside of you, you don't understand that you're not gonna get pregnant. You just think that well, he did kiss me on the mouth, so I must be pregnant. Because it's one of those lies you're told. It's one of those lies that you're told, and so you're terrified you're gonna get pregnant. So you can't focus on your PlayStation 3, 5, 3. If you give a child a PlayStation 3 nowadays, they would fucking probably kill you in your sleep. Almost definitely, they'd kill you in your sleep. I would kill you in your sleep. No, I am. JK, this is a comedy podcast. Palestinian Christians. Well, you are a minority. That is now trending. This is what you guys are staying up to. This is up to date Twitter on Christmas Eve. This is what happened on Christmas Eve between the times of 12 noon to 12:21 or 22 p.m. December 24th, 2023. Live. That's what's happening. Don't believe me? Don't believe me? How about that? Look at that poor child. Look at Palestinian flags and love. Oh my god, that's awesome. Speaking of these guys. Oh wait, no, that's another one. Oh, look at that. You can see the little is that his elf or is that one of the kids that he wants to fuck? That's what I wonder. These poor families, they're just trying to create good memories. Why is this even being allowed? That's a good question for Justin Trudeau. Why is political intimidation allowed in Canada? PM Blackface. Good question. Good questions. This guy, Jason Jones, Jonesville, at Jonesville on Twitter. Do Palestinians love Jesus? Is that a quick trick questions? Well, they love Jesus from the age of, I think, 5 to 12. I believe the Talmud says that they're allowed to molest kids. And you know what? At this point, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I hope Israel nukes Palestine and Iran fucking nukes goddamn Israel. And then everyone just nukes each other. And all the Muslims and the Muslim population goes from fucking the biggest or second biggest religion in the world to, oh my god. The biggest or second biggest religion in the world. Sorry about the Zoom for you guys. I hope they go from. All right. I want them all to nuke each other was my point. My point is I want them all to just end it. And I need Vivek Ramaswamy to be president. So at the time he's like, well, that's their right as countries. That's his whole thing. It's just hey, does Israel have the right to just indiscriminately bomb Palestine? Yeah, sure. I bet if you asked him about does Palestine have the right to fucking bomb Israel, he'd be like, yeah, that's the right as a nation. Whatever. Do you. That's not America. Ain't me. I ain't no president of goddamn Palestine. What do I look like, a Muslim? I'm a Hindu. I'm a Hindu from India. We kicked them queers out. In 1945, we sent them to Pakistan. Actually, the UN did. Fun history lesson. That's what actually happened. In 1946, the somewhere around that area. Basically, when the United Nations was formed, they were like, "Well, we gotta stop all the conflict in the world because we're benevolent and think we're fucking God and can change things." So they decided to, because then the British Empire had to give up all of its talons on certain countries. Well, the ones that America said, like India. Funny. Funny, funny, funny. Funny how India got free. But because of that, they knew there was going to be a lot of infighting because it was majority of Hindu and the majority Hindu, second was Muslims, and the third was Sikhs. And so the plan was India, what they would do is carve out a piece of India, the northernmost part, somewhere around the Kashmir region, because that's the part that Pakistan and India still fights over today, around Kashmir. That's where they split it, and they said all the Pakistan will be a Muslim nation, all the Muslims go there, and India will be a Hindu nation. And during that time, they said, okay, we're going to have all of the Hindus leave the northern part, and all of the Muslims leave the southern part. And let me tell you, the southern part, way bigger. Way bigger. Way, 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 way bigger. Like, but it doesn't matter. It's all rivers of shit at this point. They don't understand the difference between sewage and drinking water. I think it's all the same. They think they swim in their own feces. It's holy, holy water. Yeah, not as bad as Catholics thinking their semen is holy water. I bless you, child. Uh, but yeah, so that happened, and during that time that they would fucking slaughter each other. They'd fucking slaughter each other, and because that's what they were doing. They'd pass by, and a group of Hindus would see a group of Muslims and be like, "Let's fight those fucking faggots." And then the Buddhists, the Buddhists and the Sikhs, they just didn't. Well, not the Sikhs, but the Buddhists were also there, and they gave them Sri Lanka, the little island that's off the thing, and they're just always getting genocided because that's the thing. If you're a Buddhist, if you're a non-violent Buddhist, it's like you can't even defend yourself. The fuck is that? What kind of religion is that? God wants me to get fucking beaten and raped by my uncle. Buddhism is me at 5 at my uncle's house. Merry fucking Christmas. Oh, Jesus, yeah, it's wild. It's wild. But I will say this, when it comes down to it, there are a people. Muslims aren't all bad. Some of them like to have fun. Because the thing is boys will be boys. When the bros play, the bros play. And all bros play. It doesn't matter if you follow God, Allah, Jesus, or the tranny god Moloch. No matter what, if you got an assault rifle and some fucking rollerblades, you're going to have some fun. You're going to have some fun with the boys. You know what I mean? Especially if it's sanctioned by the government. So the Taliban, bless their fucking heart right here. Look at this. Look at this. You know what? I was upset. I was at first I was upset that we left Afghanistan the way we did. But now I feel like it was propaganda after I see this because give this a go. Look at that. These dudes are just skitching on rollerblades with their assault rifles. Poop, just having fun. And you hear that. Even at night. They're just in there. Makes me want to buy some rollerblades. I think rollerblades would look really good with my AR-15. I don't have an AR-15. I don't have rollerblades either. I'm going to buy rollerblades, and I hope for Christmas Santa brings me an AR-15 and rollerblades. And one of those cool-ass Taliban berets, dude. Bro, they're just grabbing on sketching. That is so awesome. You can't tell me that's not awesome. Is this a good Christmas episode so far? Look, ain't this a good fucking Christmas episode so far? Holy shit. Holy shit, we've covered so much ground in these 30 minutes. We got we got child molester Santa. We got Taliban Santa. We got Talibans on roller skates. We got everything but soy milk at this bitch. But we still have to talk about this British teenager behind the GTA hack. Um, because let me tell you something, all right? Everyone talks about we need to pardon Julian Assange, free Julian Assange, pardon Snowden, pardon. And I agree, we should. We definitely should pardon those people. But this fucking kid needs to be pardoned because all he did was steal. There's this cunt, this poor child. I guess I should talk about the poor child, the poor autistic teen. Um, his name is Arion. Arion. We'll just call him Arion. I don't want to say his last name. He has acute autism. He hacked Rockstar Games using an Amazon Fire Stick. Don't know anything about hacking, but that's awesome. Good for him. I'm glad for him. I don't understand why we're gonna throw him in jail for life, in a hospital for life. And it's like I believe that the government is just like being like, oh, you're autistic. You know what that means? You got to be institutionalized. And that's the thing about Britain. You don't have any freedoms there. Like everywhere but America is under full control of fucking demonic creatures. I mean, there's probably a couple countries here and there that aren't, but for the most part, full demonic control. And even America probably has full demonic control. It at least has partial. There's like 14 people in the government who aren't demonic. You know what I mean? So, and that's what they do. They just, I mean, it's obvious they do one. We use pharmaceuticals. They use hospitalization. Apparently, that's just what they do. But this teenager, let's go. Teenager stole 90 clips of unreleased Grand Theft Auto 6 game as part of a hacking spree. Has been sentenced to an indefinite hospital order. He continued hacking and breached Rockstar Games, a company behind GTA, despite having his laptop confiscated. He carried out his cyber attack using Amazon Fire Stick, his hotel television, and a mobile phone. What a badass. Kids these days are so smart, and we think autistic people are retarded. Come on now. How are they retarded? Look at this shit. I couldn't do that. Can't even do fucking math. Anything beyond fucking simple arithmetic, I'm fucking out, dude. I don't know what X equals. Fucking ask him, dude. He can probably answer it while he's playing Roblox. Whatever the fuck that. I don't even know what Roblox is. Fucking kids, dude. I tell you what. They are basically machines now. They're all full of soy, but they're goddamn basically machines now. He will remain in a secure hospital for life unless doctors deem him no longer a danger. What is it? Like, I hacked once and I'll hack again. GTA. I'm coming after Rockstar Games. That says right there. A mental health assessment used as part of the sentencing hearing, as he said he continued to express the intent to return to cybercrime as soon as possible. He is highly motivated. I don't know, maybe give him a fucking job instead? Jesus Christ. All you need to do is funnel this. There's good there. You got to funnel it somewhere. But these people are fucking demons. They're demon spawn. They're possessed by demons. Something like that. And they just want to take children's freedom for fucking having a little bit of fun. For doing what they love in life. And that is wrong. Just because he wants to fucking steal from Rockstar Games. Multi-billion-dollar company, might I say. Million, I don't know. Million, billion, I don't know. I don't care. But I know that this kid is cool as shit. Another Lapis member who is 17 cannot be named for legal reasons. You shouldn't have named the other one, you fuckers. That's why I only did his first name. He was sentenced to youth rehabilitation at Guildford Crown Court in Surrey on Thursday. I should be reading this in a British accent, considering they were Brits. They was all Brits who did this. As part of the order, he will have an 18-month supervision requirement, a 6-month rehabilitation requirement, and a 3-month intensive supervision and surveillance requirement. After that, he can download all the child porn that he would like. I added that last part about the child porn. DCS Amanda Horsberg. Goddamn Brits. From London Police says case serves as an example of the dangers young people can be drawn towards whilst online as serious consequences can have for someone's broader future. Leave the fucking kid alone. Leave Brittany alone. Many people wish to explore how technology works and what vulnerabilities exist. This can include learning to code, interacting with like-minded individuals, online experimenting with tools. I bet this bitch can't even use fucking Adobe. I can't. I'm retarded with all this technology shit. If Connor wouldn't have done all this for me before, it's all set up already. I don't have to do much, and he taught me. But otherwise, I'm retarded. I don't know any of this shit. That's how she is. She doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. She'd be, oh, how many bitcoins did you get paid for that? I bet she said that. I bet that was a direct quote. We don't know. We don't know. Sorry, let me go British. So, as of now, what we can see is we don't know how many bitcoins he was paid for the said act of terrorism, but we do consider it terrorism against our people. And unfortunately, the digital world can also be tempting for young people for the wrong reasons. For instance, children go on there to have fun and fuck around when they should be looking up child pornography so we can blackmail them later when they decide to get into politics. The gang cyber attacks between August 2020 and September 2022 affected a telecoms company, a computer parts manufacturer, gaming company, blah blah. Who gives a fucking shit? You've read 6 articles in the last year, so you should fucking donate. Go fuck yourself, dude. I don't give a shit about you. Daily Mail, British propaganda compared to American propaganda. Fuck you. It's all propaganda. But um. Let's be honest here. It could be worse. You could be Drysis Dupless about to get his fucking ass beat by Sean Strickland. But hey. Or you could be H. Pearl Davis. Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope you guys enjoy your holidays. I'll see you on the next one. Follow me everywhere. Tyrant House CO, all one word. Gay Christmas.